we didn't really talk about like, the situation. I know people are worried about prospects and veterans and all this. It's always a extremely hot topic. Veterans are playing really well on this team. Very, very well. There's also some other guys that are playing very, very well right now. Kobe Mayo being one of them. And I understand people's understanding of like wanting to have those guys up in due time. But guys, Jackson Hollidays trying to get more comfortable down there as well. Kevin, you're resituated?
Yes. I have the stats on Jackson when you're ready. Or just want me to,
you know what? When do as the Romans do, Kevin.
Yes. So this has been circulating a little bit, but Jackson Holliday. So, and we talked about this on yesterday's stream, but just to bring it up again. So Jackson, when he was with AAA before his call up, he was 14 of 42, so 333 average, 7 extra base hits, and 9 RBIs. Then when he got called up to Baltimore, he was 2 for 34, so 0.59 or 0.059 average with no extra base hits and 1 RBI. But now, since his option back down to AAA, he's 5 for 27 for a 185 average with 3 extra base hits and 3 RBI. So we talked about it a little bit yesterday, just about, him starting in AAA, coming up, struggling, going down, struggling. I mean, Ryan, what do you think about that? Is this a mental thing? Is he readjusting the swing? I mean, what do you think's going on with Jackson right now?
I think that everyone needs to. I'm going to put my glasses on because we're going to just have some good vibes here for a second. Everything's fine. He's 20 years old. I do think he needed the reset. And again, he wasn't going to hit 333 the entire year.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to do that. He was going to go through slumps. And I think everything's just so magnified for him. I'm not worried about him at all. What I did like in some of the at-bats that I did see when he's having success, going the other way again, seeing the ball deep. Who said that when they were feeling like they were locked in and he got hot? He actually was the AL Rookie of the Month.
Yeah.
Where was he hitting his balls? And which player am I referring to, Zach?
You talking about Colton Cowser?
Ding, 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 ding. Colton Cowser. Using the other part of the field and then working his way back. He got comfortable and he got locked in. So to understand where people are with that, that's how I look at it with Jackson Holliday. Use the whole field. And Rock, we talked about this too. He wasn't really seasoned as far as at the AAA level. Like people could talk about him and Gunnar. Gunnar had a lot more plate appearances, guys, at the AAA level. And for Jackson, I would have loved to have seen him ride it out a little bit longer. It's not what happened, but his time's coming. He's a fantastic player, but it's context, right? And I think that people need to take a step back on some of these young guys. And a guy like, then maybe we can just tie this in. We can talk about it after, but Kobe Mayo too.
Yep.
Kobe's a tremendous player, but he doesn't have all the pressure that Jackson's dealing with right now.
I was just about to bring that up, Rip, because, having Ryan O'Hearn on a few days ago, kind of talking about that, about like giving the kid a break, that he's never seen so many cameras in front of, a player or prospect coming up. And if anybody can relate to somebody like that, it would be you, right? I mean, like, you understand the pressure, you understand like having cameras in your face or everybody kind of comparing you to another legendary baseball player. So like, I think that if there's anybody that can have a good take on this, it would be you.
Yep. Thank you. And I think, and we've talked about this for a while, and Rock, I know you got to get going here. So just to close out the thoughts, there's a mental side. You know what I loved is that how much Cole Irvin talked about the mental side of it and how important that is and how to deal with that, because it comes a point where talent's not an issue. But again, at 20 years old, Rock, I'm just not worried at all about him, man. And also, look how good these veterans have played for this team in Baltimore, and it will lead into our next guest coming on. But this Orioles team is the best in the American League, and there shouldn't be that much pressure on a kid like Jackson right now.
It's not a coincidence that the top prospects in the organization for the Orioles have worked out because of their system. The Adley Rutschmans, the Jordan Westbergs. You look at Colton Cowser. You look at Gunnar Henderson. All those guys are succeeding at the big league level right now. But they went through some bumps in the road at first. Same with Grayson Rodriguez. It's going to happen. Colton got sent down. Grayson got sent down. Now Jackson got sent down. Jackson is going to come back a better player from this. And you talk about the mental side of things. 20 years old, man. He's got his whole career ahead of him. I mean, he is going to figure it out. And when he does, he's going to put the rest of the league on notice. He really is. This is not going to be a case of Jackson Holliday goes up, he struggles, and he's a bust. That's just not, let's Let's put that narrative away, put it to rest forever. Because I know there are people from other fan bases out there. They're going to do that. They're going to troll. That's not going to be the case with Jackson Holliday. When he figures it out, man, he is going to be such an incredible player. I mean, everybody sees it. Everybody knows it. And it's not about if, it's about when. It's going to happen. Be patient, I'd say, to this fan base. Jackson will come up when they feel like he's ready. And when he does, I feel like you're going to see a much different baseball player, a much more motivated one. And hopefully he's able to deal with more of that pressure as he continues on. Ryan O'Hearn said it best, man, when we had him on. Go look back at that conversation. I really would implore you to do so. Watch what he said about Jackson Holliday. The camera's in your face, the pressure you face, you're talked about all the time. Not everyone gets that treatment when they're coming up through the bigs. Jackson Holliday did from the minors, from the moment he was drafted. I'm telling you what, when he gets back up, it's going to be incredible to see.
I agree. And last thing here before we then get to our Zach last thought here, because then we can bring our guest on to kind of tie it all into this series coming up with the Nats.
Well, I just wanted to piggyback off what Rocco said. And Ryan O'Hearn said it very blatantly. He said, this is going to be a blessing in disguise. When we look back, this is going to be something that people are like, that was what was needed. And he even said, when Jackson Holliday comes back, he's coming back with vengeance. And I truly believe that this is going to be for the best at the end of the day. And if you're worried about Jackson Holliday, who's an all-world talent, pretty good ping pong player apparently, then, I don't know what to tell you.